911. What's the address of the emergency? Someone hit me. Someone hit you? Where are you? Freeway H2. Are you hurt? Yes.
My name is Carol Borden. I'm the founder and executive director of Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs out here on our farm in Williston, Florida. There's over 54 million people in the United States that have disabilities that our dogs could help. Yay, good job! I want to make it possible for these people to have the help that they need through our amazing dogs. We have a large number. We keep about 70 dogs at various levels of training at any given time.
My sweet girl.
We custom train each one of our dogs to mitigate any of the challenges that someone might be having. Hey, bring me a bottle of water. Open that door. There. Can you turn the light on for me? Good. I don't feel so good.
Connecting to ADT Companion Services.
Come over here and call them on that side now. It takes a long time to teach multiple skill work functions to the dogs.
Carol is the dog whisperer of this place. She truly understands what is going through a dog's mind.
My name's Chris Borden and I'm operations manager.
Chris is our doggy crack here. Whenever a dog sees Chris, you know, they go absolutely nuts. It's like all training goes out the window and they're like, ah!
That's a Ruthie! How are you? That's a Ruthie!
Day starts between 5 and 6 o'clock. Work the dogs, feed them, clean them, rotate them, make sure that anything that we need is being taken care of on the farm.
There is a lot of poop skipping. It's a dirty job. Somebody has to do it.
We donate every single one of these dogs to people that need one. One of our biggest concerns here is the waiting list. We currently have up to a 4-year waiting list depending on the skill sets that the dogs need to be taught. The recipient review board is made up of all nurses. I've chosen them because of their medical background. I have a great mobility dog that is ready to go, and I have 2 people that have been on the waiting list. Once a month, our recipient review committee gets together, and we all go over the applications that have been submitted. All right, what do you have, Jerry?
I have a young man. He was hurt in Afghanistan and was medevaced out of there.
The level of stress that the combat tours bring takes a toll on you mentally, physically, psychologically. So it was hard to come home and adjust.
Brandon sat in the sofa, typing on his computer. I'm like, what's going on? What are you doing? And he wouldn't talk to me, and he was literally crying. And he was like, I'm just telling everybody goodbye.
I have this lady here. I'm concerned about her mental state if we wait much longer on a dog. We get so many emails and phone calls every day, and sometimes there's one that just stands out above the rest. And I received an email from a mom, and in actuality, this child had had cancer 3 times from the time she was 3 until she was 15. She also had some radiation spatter that affected some of her brain cells that caused her to have 2 types of seizures.
Carol sent me an application and said, I'm happy to put you on the waiting list. Here's the process. I said, no. You don't understand. This kid's been robbed of a lot of life.
My name is Emily. I am 21 years old, and I have a type of epilepsy where I suffer from 30 to 50 disabling seizures a week. I never remember when I have them. Someone always tells me after.
They were absence seizures. When you think of a seizure, you think of somebody flopping on the floor. Emily never lost consciousness. To someone who doesn't know Emily, she seems very normal. She would come out of a seizure extremely anxious and very emotional. it just entirely halted the forward momentum of her life.
What do you do? I'm very torn.
My consensus is probably to go with her if we decide to.
Carol, what I was thinking, why don't we go ahead and put a foster in with that young girl? This way she would have the dog, and then we can help and give the dog. Now the man who's been waiting so long, he can get the one who's all ready.
You know, at the end of the day, it's just really tough to be able to make this kind of decision.
Even though I am open to everyone's input, ultimately I make the final decision because I know my dogs. You know, a war hero like that, it's so commendable, so deserving. Let's see what we can come up with. And so we had to make some tough decisions during that meeting.
Good catch. When I first got Banshee, she was originally trained to alert me before or when I was having a seizure. But now that I have her, I haven't had any seizures since. Banshee has done everything for me. She has totally changed my life. Banshee is just a member of our family.
Within 2 weeks of getting her dog, her seizures stopped. I can't say that's going to happen for everyone, but this coming April will be 2 years that she's had her dog and she'll be seizure-free.
Never did I think that I would have a dog that would help me get back to a stable life. When he senses an anxiety attack, he'll come and do this. He'll put himself on me. He'll force me to pet him, or if he thinks that, you know, I'm in a awkward situation like that. Hey, boy.
Today, Brandon's whole life has improved dramatically, and he can go places and do things that he's been reaching for years.
He's the reason why I can go outside now. He's the reason why I can interact with people. He's the reason why I can spend time with my kids again.
He's a sweet dog and he loves to play with us. I think that he's mostly meant for Daddy because those two are like peanut butter and jelly and they just mash together into a sandwich.
It's been a life-changing experience for me, period.
It starts with tears and it ends with tears, but it's I call it bittersweet. It's the true definition of bittersweet because it's bitter in the beginning, hearing their stories, and so sweet to know the recovery and the life-saving things that happen for them.
Bye-bye.